evening and welcome to NXT. We are here for NXT. I have a drink of Coke because I'm a good boy and I don't drink alcohol. Right, entrance off. Let's go. Right, so I'm also updating the rankings as we go along for NXT. So if you want to join us, you can do in the link down below. What was that noise? Any weird cats? I don't really think, you talk about wrestling ability, I don't really think Devlin's that good, to be honest. I think he's just a poor knockoff of Finn Balor. I didn't want to take the risk, because we don't know what actually happened there. The fact he's been let go, we're up to 14 dislikes now, 14 likes. The fact he has been let go makes me feel like there's something that WWE haven't told us. Because they haven't let everyone go, they've just let a certain few people go. I prefer Phantasma, to be honest. Here we go then. Wow. Big boot, but Karrion Kroos just sort of waved it off like nothing happened. Devlin with a stiff right arm. I mean, we've got such a massive roster on NXT. I think it's like over 80. Which could be a great thing for this brand. It also could be a terrible thing. I think we've got 84, I think it was, when I made the roster. Including women, of course. But I think that could be either a massive advantage for NXT or it could be a massive disadvantage. They've got a lot of people to try and use. And it's going to be very tricky. I think we're going to get through the whole of this month and maybe not even see a good chunk of the roster at all. I'm not quite sure, Terrence, to be honest, because everyone's told me they're not everyone's told me they've liked the video, so I'm not sure where these 14 dislikes have come from, to be honest. I can hazard a guess. Damian Priest sending Karrion Kroos in and a spear to the back. Damian Priest. Nice reverse chin lock. Yeah, I'm not sure where these dislikes are coming from, to be honest, but there you go. Whatever floats their boat. Nice spinning heel kick there by Damian Priest. Karrion Kroos with a stiff forearm. A big kick to the back, but Priest completely avoided it. It's an interesting match, this one. Both of these guys are very strong. That's the one thing problem with this roster as well, is there's so many people that could go for all the championships, which is difficult. Because you'd probably put these two... Well, I think Karrion Kroos in real life is going towards the NXT Championship now, isn't he? North American Championship would be great for these two as well. When you've got such a strong roster... Oh, it's Kroos, yeah. Where'd I get Kroos from? It's Tony Kroos, Karrion Kroos. Wasn't he Kroos on the in Impact? What was he in the Impact? The old Impact. Karrion Kroos. Cross. Was he? What was he on the Independence in? He was Killer Kroos, wasn't he? That's why I'm getting confused. Was he Killer Kroos? Or was he Killer Kross? I don't remember. He was at Impact. I didn't really pay much attention to him, to be honest. It was Kross as well. Where did I get Kroos from, though? I don't know. My mind is just playing tricks on me then. Tony Cruz now in the ring. Hits him hard and with the backdrop as well. Good move by Tony Cruz, the Real Madrid player. Karrion Kross now behind, taking Priest up. But Priest manages to fly free. A clothesline to the back of the head. And the Crossman now bringing Damian Priest back up to his feet. Damian Priest drops to the ground. Jay's not falling for my bait at all, is he? Damian Priest gets back up to his feet. There's the uppercut. Into the gut buster by Priest. There's the pin. Only a 2 count once again. Yeah, it's an interesting rankings match, this one. Like I said, North American Championship maybe is the best option for these two at the moment. Nice. Damian Priest, formerly known as Punishment Martinez, of course, dropping the punishment on Karrion Kross. There's the pin. 1, 2, and no, only a 2 count. This match is already looking a bit stronger than anything we managed to get out of AEW so far. Ah, you bugger. Ah! So I've got cramp in my leg. It's gone now. That just sort of came out of nowhere. Damian Priest now reverse chin lock on Karrion Kross. Yeah, up to 15 likes now. Priest back up on his feet, sending Kross into the corner. Missed the shoulder block. Now Kross taking Priest up into that falling powerbomb. Really put a lot of offense on that, and I think Priest's neck might have hit that bottom rope. It can really jar someone, that. Give them almost like a whiplash style, concussion style thingy-majig. Boom, nice Saito suplex by Karrion Kross into the pin. 1, 2, and 3, and Karrion Kross gets the win. Wow. It's a very, very strong start by NXT, should I say. Very strong start, throwing 2 big names out there and really getting the reward for that as well. Karrion Kross, strong win. Very strong win. Yeah, it did look a bit like a crossroads, didn't it? Strong win then by Karrion Kross. Kross. And we move into our first match in the Dusty Classic. The Grizzled Young Vets versus Mustache Mountain. Good old Pepsi Max. As I said before, Jay, I think Raw and SmackDown both have really good talent. It's just not written very well at this point in time. Hopefully we'll see it get better in the future. Obviously they blamed Paul Heyman for Raw's poor booking, so he's been sacked. And Bruce Pritchard's involved in both now. Good old crisscross. Here we go then. Grizzled Young Vets versus Mustache Mountain for a place in the second round of the old didgeridoo. Yeah, it's nice to see Apollo Crews finally get a run to be. I met Apollo before. He's such a nice man. I met him at a show in the UK. He was a very, very nice man. Very quiet, though. Very reserved. Not like some wrestlers where they're really, really open and very talkative. I think Apollo's just very, very good in the ring. And as we all probably can tell, he's not exactly the most charismatic man. He's not going to be having any great, like, 10-minute promos or anything like that, but if you put him in the ring, you're going to get exactly what you want. That's impressive wrestling. So I'm glad they finally pulled the trigger with him. I think it would make more sense for him to have a stable, though. Even as the mouthpiece. I like the idea when he was with Titus, because that sort of helped him out a lot, I think, but... I suppose it has been difficult for Drew as the champion. I mean, on the lockdown and that sort of stuff. I mean, winning the belt, not having an audience there for him and everything. It's very disappointing, I suppose, for him. It wasn't the first championship reign he really wanted, but I don't really think they've given him much opportunity. Why has Trent still got the towel around his neck? Why does this happen? Yeah, I don't think he's really had the best opportunity so far to really prove himself, but, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. He can only do what he can do. That's forearm there on the outside by Zach Gibson. Tyler Bate went for the pin on the inside, not quite enough. Yeah, the MVP angle with Apollo and Lashley could be very, very good. Because MVP's got a bit of charisma to him, and he's not really in the peak of his career anymore. So if he was to... if he was to manage the likes of Apollo and Bobby Lashley, that could be a very interesting sort of dynamic. And it could really help Lashley and Apollo out with their mic work. Yeah, I agree, Jay. It's it might be tricky for Apollo Creed. Might be difficult for Apollo Crews to really turn heel because of how well he's liked. And I always find the people with the most entertaining or fun movesets never really turn heel because people like to watch them too much. But it's a possibility. If he gets the right mouthpiece there, it's a possibility it could happen. James Drake into an Olympic slam on Tyler Bate. Trent Seven clotheslines Zach Gibson out of his boots, though. You made a fan fiction as well, Luca. Send it through in the Discord, mate. We'll give it a look. I'll read it after the show if that's all right online. I'm just thinking that we're going to have these are going to be re-uploaded as individual episodes, so I'll read it after the actual NXT. We'll still be on stream though. Nice Northern Lights suplex there by James Drake on Tyler Bate. I suppose Terrence or... it's Seth's a little bit, well, I don't know. Did these heel runs sort of coincide with him getting rid of the curb stomp and replacing it with the pedigree? I don't know. I think Chris Jericho is the best one for that, because Chris Jericho's Judas effect is one of the worst finishers in wrestling. But I think that's why he's got it, because it's that bad that everyone hates to see it. And that's a perfect heel move, I suppose. Trent now with a pin. James Drake was there to break it, though. And Trent takes him down as well. Trent now in control. Big boot on James Drake, who's back up to his feet. Strikes being thrown absolutely everywhere. Northampton are 3-0 up. That's good. Oh yeah, I see it. It's come through now, yeah. I see the old dodgy fan fiction. Is Dominic actually a qualified wrestler, Mysterio's son? I don't know. I agree, Terence. The people's elbow was terrible, but it really got the people going, didn't it, at the same time, I suppose. Nice roll through there by Trent. 450 splash by James Drake, and Tyler Bate with the pin. Now James Drake with the pin. It's action here between these two. Of course, we've already seen... oh no, we haven't. This is the first match, isn't it? What am I talking about? Yeah, this is the first match of the... I'm getting confused between both the different shows now. Zach Gibson mouthing off at Tyler Bate on the outside. Trent slowly gets back up. Trent rocks into the pin. 1, 2. Zach Gibson back in the ring now, though. Gibson into the backdrop. You're pretty right there, Justin, to be honest. Good morning, by the way, Justin. 8:15, is it for you? I feel like it's... I feel like in, like, classic wrestling, that was quite common to have really bad finishing maneuvers, I suppose. I mean, Hulk Hogan's leg drop is not very good either, really, but it was always really hyped, wasn't it, I suppose? So I want to see the grizzled young vets go through, just because I'm annoyed the fact that Trent hasn't taken his towel off yet. He's really annoying me. Trent goes to the pin. Now there is Tyler Bate looking for that Tyler driver. He hits it, and that is the win. No, it's not. I take it all back. 18-13. Oh, I was only a minute out, mate. Come on. Tyler Bate, though, is going to get the win. There we go. Mustache Mountain make their way through to the next round of the Dusty Classic. That's a big win for them. There we go. Tyler Bate, Trent Seven make their way through to the second round of Dusty Classic. The grizzled young vets are out. Was it a bit like that time where Cody had a mustache in WWE and that was the taunt? Let's go, Trent Towel. Let's go, Trent Towel. Let's go, Trent Towel. Yeah, Woman Gain was pretty cool. My favorite Omega move, though, has always been the capture German. I don't know why, I just love it. Where he takes him up into the electric chair, then throws him up and catches him into the German. I've always really enjoyed that move. The Steiner Screwdriver as well, or whatever Brian Cage is calling it now, is a pretty cool move. I do like a pretty damn good strong spear as well. Not yet, Jay. No, I've not booked anything else yet for the next few weeks. I'm just trying to see how this show goes first. And then we can see if anything sort of jumps out at us. We've got the tag team one built in. We've got, obviously, the NXT Championship tonight. We need to figure out... like you say, we need to figure out our women's. We need to figure out our North American, Cruiserweight, UK as well. So we've got a lot of work still to do. Just sort of trying to wait to see what jumps out at us in a moment. I do enjoy a good cutter. I mean, the RKO has been used very, very good in certain situations. I like a good strong spear. I'm talking like Rhino's gore. I'm talking like a spear where the guy just keeps on running and it doesn't even... You can't even tell he's hit somebody. His momentum's just that strong, he just fires the guy across the ring. That's what I'm talking. There's an RKO just there. I've always disliked strike finishes, I must admit. So like JBL's clothesline from hell and Big Show's WMD and stuff like that. I don't mind so much a kick. I think the bro kick and that was okay, but like a strike is not really my thing, to be honest. Although I am a big fan of Brody Lee, so I have to let him off a little bit. I thought the best thing with Brody is when he turned up his debut and it really looked like he was going to Sister Abigail Chris Daniels. I thought that was really cool, that was. Yeah, I was always a fan of Rhino's spear. Sheer brutality. Goldberg's spear was pretty good as well. Yeah, it really does depend who you spear, to be honest, doesn't it? It's a bit like Austin's stunner. I mean, Austin could stunner someone and they could bounce off and land and it would be a pretty good sell. Austin would stunner The Rock and he'd hit like 16 backflips and all sorts. Yeah, true, Terrence. He did hit the clothesline pretty hard, but it's a clothesline. Loads of people do clotheslines. That's why it never saw. I mean, I didn't mind too much the William Regal punch because the whole point of that was the brass knucks. So that made more sense, but I think I just really disliked JBL, to be honest. The more I learn about JBL, the less I like him as well. I remember seeing the Wolfgang spear for a long time, to be honest. I probably couldn't put down to it. If it's a strong spear with a lot of momentum, he just goes straight through him. I think it'll really go. Yeah, Justin, I was saying that earlier on. It's very difficult now. I mean, I think that's what a lot of people really... what is it? A lot of people really don't take that into account anymore. I mean, Brock Lesnar, we all hate Brock Lesnar. Which means that Brock Lesnar is a fantastic heel. As much as we hate him, we know that when we go into a show, we really want him to lose. And I think that is probably what makes Brock Lesnar very good at what he does, I suppose. Whereas when you have someone like Seth Rollins as a heel is still universally liked because of his charisma and because of his in-ring ability. Which probably means that Seth is probably not a great heel, to be honest. I know it sounds stupid to say, he plays the role very, very well. It's a bit like CM Punk. When you're a heel, but you've got the crowd chanting for you every single week, does that mean that you're a good heel or a bad heel? That's the tricky situation, isn't it, really? That's why I think that Shayna Baszler's quite good. Because Shayna's one of the only... there's not many women in WWE that have that sort of ability to be universally hated. She's a really, really good heel. That's it, Lesnar does suck. But the thing is that I think you're right, Justin. I think booking definitely does need... What's this? Andrade storming out here. Andrade is storming out. I know WWE are terrible for taking advantage of crowd reactions. They really are bad at it, WWE. I mean, just look at like, the Fandango stuff. And I've said it before, Roman Reigns. If they pulled the trigger on Roman Reigns about a year earlier, it could have been a massive success story. But instead, it's the complete opposite. This is going to end up in a double count out, isn't it? Yep. Double count out. No, Ricochet is just going to take the easy win here by the looks of it. Don't blame him. Andrade stormed out. He doesn't want anything to do with Ricochet. And Ricochet gets the win. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right though, Justin. They do need to really work on that a bit more. It seems a bit like WWE have just got everything written in for the next 12 months. And it just seems like they don't want to veer off course half the time. Whereas AEW are sort of reacting a lot quicker to that sort of stuff. I mean, AEW saw that, for example, Britt Baker a few weeks back, when she broke her nose on an episode of Dynamite. And AEW saw that she became sort of like a meme for that. she became quite popular because of that. And within 2 days, they had a brand new Britt Baker t-shirt out about her her nose. I agree, Jay. Either that or a cage. Extreme Rules or cage or full skirt anywhere. But I agree we need to have a rematch on that one. Ricochet gets a cheeky win. Boom. Very cheeky win. We're doing well. The likes are picking back up again now, which is nice. Got 18 likes, 14 dislikes. I don't know where these dislikes are coming from. I really don't. Yeah, Luke Harper. There was a point where Luke Harper... I can't remember, if you remember when it was when... was it Daniel Bryan was feuding with Bray Wyatt? And there was the perfect opportunity to make a triple threat match at Mania, which would have been insane. But they didn't pull the trigger on it. They just did not pull the trigger on it. Yeah, Lucha, they might be able to bring it back next week, though, with a rematch. You never know. Yeah, I was so disappointed when they didn't pull the trigger on that. That would have been such a good triple threat at WrestleMania. And I think at one point it was sort of it was supposed to be there. And I think Vince decided to pull he decided to pull it off in the end. It was Orton, was it? Okay. But it would have been so good, they just didn't do it. Yeah. There's a lot of things I've always said before about the Undertaker losing. The Undertaker losing to Lesnar. They could have really given somebody such a massive push for that win. Someone like a Bray Wyatt or a Finn Balor. Somebody they could have built for years and years to come. And instead they just gave it to Brock. It was pointless for me. That would have been insane in the air. Yeah, I mean, they are really bad at doing that sort of taking advantage. I mean, Fandango was another big one as well. They pushed Fandango really hard during his debut and nobody got it. And then when he became a meme and people were Fandangoing all over the world, they didn't go for it. It's almost like they sort of... it's not that they don't go for it, it's like they try and suppress it. Damien Sandow was a big one as well. Remember when they kept trying to put Damien Sandow in these little comedy gimmicks, this, that and the other, and he always got the crowd going with every single one that he did. When he was Macho Mandow and Curtis Axel was Axelmania, and then when he did the Miz stunt double work, he was always absolutely incredible with that sort of stuff. And instead of taking advantage, like WWE should have done, and pulled the trigger with it, they decided to just suppress it and just ignore it. They're just literally, what's the phrase? Biting their nose to spite their face. That's the word. Yeah, they had so many possibilities of stuff they could have done. Rusev Day is another big one as well. Yeah, Rusev was another big one because, again, he just had the potential to be an absolute star, and they'd already done it. The hard work was already done. He was over with the crowd, and they just never decided to do it. It really perplexes me sometimes, the decisions that WWE actually make. Nice ankle lock here by Kaylee Ray as Toni Storm sending Viper into the corner. That's it, Jay. They just never, ever seem to take the advantage of the situations when they come their way. Never. And it's like when they brought Matt Hardy back. They brought Matt Hardy back as broken Matt Hardy was in Impact. And instead of using the gimmick that was tried and proven that had worked so well, they decided to take him back and become plain old Matt Hardy again, and it killed him off until they had to bring it back, and it just wasn't the same. Yeah, Zack Ryder's another big one as well. Zack Ryder wins the Intercontinental Championship, gets really over with the crowd at WrestleMania in front of his home crowd, and then they decide to make him drop it the night after. It's absolutely mad. It really is mad. Yeah, I think that was the thing with Rusev. I think he was over. And I think he was mainly over because I think the fans realised that he wasn't getting... Wow, that's a very vibrating screen, that is. I think the fans realised that he wasn't getting the rewards for how good he actually was. But I mean, I'm not saying he was the best out there, don't get me wrong, but he definitely did pretty good at what he was supposed to be doing. Yeah, I think you're right, yeah. I don't know, the WWE disappoint me sometimes. They just don't take advantage of just clear opportunities they have in front of them. I mean, they did it with Becky Lynch eventually. But again, they're a bit slow on that, I think. And they ended up having to do it with Daniel Bryan that year. Remember when he was when they brought Batista back and made Batista win the Rumble, and people just absolutely rioted because Daniel Bryan didn't do it. They did it then, but it's still, they just don't take advantage of just such blaring, easy opportunities they have in front of them. It does frustrate me a lot. Yeah, I think the whole Ronda Rousey thing was too much hype, to be honest. She wasn't quite as good as we thought she was going to be. I'm not quite sure that's the same thing, Bryan Danielson, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. The thing with Sasha Banks, and there we go, Viper and Kaylee Ray get the win. Big wins for them. It's going to help them out greatly in the women's division. Dakota Kai and Toni Storm are the losses. What's up, darling? Hey, Al. What you got to tell me? I wonder if there's anything to do, you know, though, with Sasha backstage. I know there's been a lot of rumours that they weren't happy with being a bit sloppy in the ring and causing injuries and that sort of stuff. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. I still like her. Yeah, Ronda wasn't... Yeah, she really thought she was going to walk in and just become an instant hero, didn't she? But I don't think she realised that she was just going to turn into the female Brock Lesnar and just get given loads and loads of squash matches. Kaylee Ray versus Piper Niven's a good shout, Jay. But again, it's a very big women's roster. Do you want to give a few more women an opportunity next week and see who jumps out at us? I liked Sasha's work in NXT, but I must admit, since she moved to the main roster, it's not quite been as entertaining. How does it? Yeah, Nia's a weird one. Nia is a weird one, I think. Yes, Luca, yeah, we're just going to do 2 shows per stream moving forward, I think. Just so I don't overdo it and end up not being able to go to bed on time. Which has happened, and I've been late for work a few times as well. So I've got to make sure I actually get up on time. So yeah, we'll finish this off and then we'll be done. This will probably be... we've got 3 more matches left. This one, of course, we've got Revival versus American Alpha in another Dusty Classic first round match. Then we've got our main event, the Fatal 4-Way Elimination. One second, my phone's ringing. Oh, Jay, I'm sure Chloe would be happy. Burnley have just scored. Well, no, they scored about 10 minutes ago, but they just noticed it. Could be a good shout. The referee is a wank. It took me a second to read that one. It took me a real long second to read that one. It's really good, Justin, to be honest. She's too strong for the women's division, is she really? I mean, it does happen. It happens in the ring. People get hurt, but... I don't know the referee is a wanker, how you keep managing to change... I don't even know how to change my screen name, to be honest. I didn't think it was possible. That's a good shout, Jay. I could go for that next week. I'll have to just throw a few women's matches out there and just see who sort of steps up and then give those an opportunity to fight against each other for no more contendership. It's tricky having such a short period of time to work with, I suppose. Only a month. It's 4 shows on the pay-per-view, so it's tricky to really integrate a lot of people without doing tons and tons of battle royals and that, I suppose. But yeah, it's definitely something I can see us doing, that triple threat. Oh, you just change your Google ID name? Okay. I don't know if that'll work with me with the channel, would it? I'm not going to risk changing. I don't want to rebrand now anyway. Owens, big boot in the gut of Tommaso Ciampa. Nice Samoan drop. Owens now sending Ciampa into the corner.
Why are you so meowing?
She meows a lot on me now. Never used to. She used to be so quiet on that. I know what a neek. What is a neek? Can anyone explain what a neek is? Is it like a mixture of a nerd and a geek? If I Google it, am I going to get like trapped down? Oh, it's a nerd or a geek. It is, yeah. Oh, that's good. I just thought it was like a Scottish man saying the word neck. I've got a stiff neck. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. How did I end up in the chat? What? What, in a normal episode, Jay, or at the pay-per-view? Package pile driver there by Kevin Owens on Tommaso Ciampa. Well, if you're shabby, you can take over this. I can have a beer and watch telly. You confuse me when you change, because I've got no idea who's who anymore. If you start switching with each other, that's really going to confuse me then. I've got a stiff neck. I thought my accents are pretty good, to be honest, Justin. G'day, mate. Throwing over shrimp on the barbie? You flaming drongo? That's true, yeah. That is true. I am literally... well, streaming this while also watching the Exeter versus Northampton game. Just waiting for a mate. You appear to have been in an accident. No, I'm just waiting for a mate. Shabby is a Carlos. What's a Carlos? I'm really going to get, like, taken down by the FBI at the moment, aren't I? Am I going to end up saying something that I really shouldn't say at some point? A man warrior. Carlos means man warrior. Everyone, I'm officially a man warrior. I don't know what that means, but... Don't look it up. Gabby Saber. Oh, we're at that point of the stream again where you lot have just gone mad now, haven't you? You just turn into troll overload instead. Yeah, Carlos means man warrior or urban. Urban? Oh no, hang on a minute. If I look at the Urban Dictionary... No. If basically, Carlos on the Urban Dictionary means he's the sweetest guy you could possibly meet. He learns from his mistakes, and if he knows he's hurt you, he'll realise it and want to fix it. Carlos is a ladies' man. Every girl wants him, but they're too scared to tell him. Well, there you go. Whoever Shabby is a Carlos, you've just really... I want to thank you for giving me such a lovely compliment. You basically just said I'm the nicest guy around. No, I'm currently sat here on Urban Dictionary. Carlos is a very nice thing. That means I'm the nicest person. It means I'm the man that all the women want. Which I think might be a lie based on my... might be a lie based on my current experience in life, to be honest, but... hey-ho. Yep. No, I think you should keep that now. I might just change my name to Shabby Carlos. Hello, my name is Shabby Carlos. Is that right? My name is Shabby Carlos. I am Mexican. Is Carlos a Mexican name or is that just racist? I don't know. Happy swallow white juice. I do. I drink a lot of milk. I got my shopping today and I picked up 16 pints of milk. So I'm fully full of white juice now for a while. Oh, you're all bloody at it now. I'm a vixen. Isn't a vixen like a tarty old woman? Is that what a vixen is? I'm sure that's what a vixen is. Yeah, I must admit, Justin, the last few streams have just turned into absolute chaos of people just mocking me. Gets me views then, I suppose. I'm a reindeer now. You're all freaking weirdos. Are you all making fake accounts as well? Because you're all there with the different like orange and blue and purple like names. Yeah, I'm definitely not a Carl. I'm definitely not a Carlos. Because it talks about like really handsome men that are beating women off with sticks, and that's not the case, I'm afraid. First dislike, now call him a granny tart. Been disliked as well, have you? I don't know where these dislikes coming from. I don't know what these people are up to. We're up to 21 likes, 13 dislikes now, though. We're moving in the right direction. Drama Llama Cobb is a god dingolingo. You guys have got too much time on your hands, I tell you. Too much time on your hands. Kevin Owens dragging Seth into the ring. Is this going to be the opportunity to pick up the win? No. Oh, this match is going the length, isn't it? This match is really going the length. Thank you. We just always love corn, mate. That's what it is. Is that you, Maz, anyway? I'm sure you're the one with the black logo. Maz money! Who's the suck up? Whoever called me Carlos earlier was the suck up. That's the one. Yeah, some good matches there, Jay. We'll have to try and squeeze them all in at some point, I think. We'll try and squeeze whatever we can over the next few weeks before the pay-per-view comes up. It's promiscuous. I'm too lazy to be promiscuous, to be honest with you. There we go. Seth Rollins picks up the win. It's about time. He made a meal of it, didn't they? It's a good match, though. Went the distance. 3 big names. Sephariah Rollinski with a win. Where am I? Oh, not be kind of drink over then. Well, that would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Oh! I must not be kind of drink over again. You'd think I would have learnt from the first time, wouldn't you? But I did not, evidently. I know what promiscuous means. I need to look that up. I mean, in my defence, I didn't know that she only had one leg before I got there. It was something that just happened, and yeah, you know. Right, let's move on. That's a good shout, Justin. There must be some more. I can't think of any now. We're in the Revival versus American Alpha. Urban meaning. That's true, Justin, yeah. On the plus side, I got half price, so it wasn't too bad. Promiscuous. Having or characterized by many transient sexual relationships. Demonstrating or implying an unselective approach, indiscriminate or casual. Ian was here not long ago. Jay, I think you should change your name back to Lucha LJ. It's a Lucha LJ. I'll tell you, I'm too lazy to be promiscuous, to be honest. So this is another match, of course, in the Dusty Classic. We already know that Mustache Mountain are through. Who's going to join them? I'm trying to think who had that logo before. PJ Toby's got that logo. PJ Toby's got the brown logo. I'm sure somebody else had a brown logo earlier on as well. I can't remember who it was now. Who else had a brown logo earlier? I can't even remember who had the brown logo. I can't even remember who had the brown logo. Yeah, I'm going to keep going to Scottish quite a lot at the moment. The audiobook I'm listening to at work is all Scottish at the moment, so it's difficult. It's a second account. I don't know. I don't know who it could be. That's the problem. I don't know who you guys are. Names it confused. Is clever enough to know a word with as many syllables as promiscuous. I've met you guys before. That's a much too big a word for you guys to know. I was in the stream early talking. Is it you, Ian? Is it Mr. Longneck? Noisy cats. Chad Gable up on top. It's not Ian. Ooh. It's not Lucha Reject because he's just changed his name. American Alpha get the win. Chad Gable, Jason Jourdain with the wins over Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. Strong win. Pretty quick win as well, to be honest with you. Almost knocked my drink over again. There we go. 2 losses for you two. There we go. Into the tag team rankings as we move on to the next match of the evening. The Revival with a loss and American Alpha with a win. Joseph? I'll give you a hint. Go on then. I can't remember who had the brown logo earlier. Mum? Is that you? Oh, it's New Generation. Is it New Generation or is it Luca? It's one of the two. They've both disappeared. Although one might be skulking hidely in the old doldrums. Oh, you got to love a good spreadsheet, mate. There's a link down below. Troll Shabby Troll if you want to have a look. Oh, here he is. Are you the real Nathan Robinson? Or are you a cheap imitation? So this, of course, a fatal 4-way elimination. It's got to be one of the two, Shabby. It's got to, Shabby is promiscuous. It's got to be Luca or New Generation. Once again, I do not endorse any of this. I'm fully against all of this sort of behaviour. I cannot control the people in the stream. They will do as they please. I do not accept responsibility. Please don't demonetize me. Adam Cole with a pin. On Shinsuke. I'm getting so confused. I don't know who's who. I've got to feel like old Purple is someone I know. Lucha Reject, I know you because of your logo. I don't know who Nathan is at the moment. Who was Orange earlier? Orange earlier was... Oh, Orange has turned up recently, okay. I'm lost now. Yeah, cheers for that, Jay. I've just seen those now. I'll get them added onto the sheets tomorrow. Well done, Luca. I've just seen your message on Discord. I noticed you sent it to me by mistake again, didn't you? So, Tay Gahan, are you Terrence? Yeah, I've got it on now, Chloe. It was me, Austin. Adam Cole now with Shinsuke Nakamura up in the ring. I don't know at the moment. I think we're looking pretty good. Wow, Nakamura eliminates Adam Cole pretty quick. That were a surprise, that were. Adam Cole eliminated by Shinsuke Nakamura. Down to our final three in this one now then. Now then. One of these three is heading off to take over the face-off against Johnny Gargano, who hopefully he's not going to get through in the Dusty Classic. Otherwise, he's pulling double duty at the pay-per-view. I know I've seen the orange logo somewhere else before. Somebody's been there for it. Might be New Generation, because I've not seen New Generation in a while. No chat from New Generation in quite some time. So possibly he could have come into a different account. Samoa Joe now stalking Shinsuke Nakamura. But Finn Balor comes storming in. Turning things around, throwing lefts and rights. Like a drunk Russian on some sort of dodgy internet video. Shinsuke now sending Joe into the corner. Big running knee strike right into the gut. Bringing Joe back up. Joe comes running out with a boot right in the face. Nice powerbomb there by Samoa Joe. I'll be careful with comments like that, Jay. That's what gets you sacked from NXT UK. Samoa Joe with the armbar. Bit of working together there by Joe and Finn Balor. Of course, former Dusty Classic winners themselves as a team. Wow, Finn Balor and Joe just completely transformed the other side of the ring. Finn Balor booting the leg now of Shinsuke. And now flattens him with like an STO style clothesline. Nakamura up on top looking for a super duper Kinshasa maybe? Nope. Just a dodgy attempt at an axe handle that completely missed. Hey ho. Life goes on. Still got no idea who's disliking all these videos then. We had 15 dislikes yesterday and 25 likes. Today I've had 21 likes and 13 dislikes. Pinned by Shinsuke and Samoa Joe. Only a 1. Only a 2, shall I say. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. Shinsuke wrenching Joe back, slamming him face first into the mat. I did not, Joseph. Joseph, you need to be around more often, mate, because I keep forgetting to do this. You need to be my thumbnail, man. I've done it now. Good evening, crippled sausage. The rejected crippled sausage. I thought that was a pretty good. Carlos, to be honest. A man that all the ladies want, but no, they can't have. I thought it was a good Carlos. Shinsuke Nakamura now. Big knee strike right in the gut of Joe. To be honest, Joe's got a bit of pack in there, though. Okay, not Ian Longneck. It's good you're not Ian Longneck, to be honest. It means we can talk badly about Ian Longneck, because he's such a dweeb, isn't he, Ian Longneck? At least he's not here. We can talk about him now. Yeah, it's a Lucha accepted. Oh, I like that. It's been a weird one, Nathan, hasn't it? Really, it's gone pretty back and forth at this point in time. I thought AEW were doing pretty well, and then... Hang on a minute. No, I thought Joe had been eliminated then. I thought AEW didn't really do as well as we thought the card looked like it should have been. However, NXT, yeah, it's got the longevity, but has it really followed through with the ability? Who's that? Who is that? Well, you're getting sacked from NXT UK as well. Nice Coquina clutch locked in here by Samoa Joe on Shinsuke. Is Shinsuke going? Oh my god. Really? What is happening out there? This chat is getting more and more out there by the second. Another Coquina clutch, this time by Joe, locked in on Balor. Is Balor going to go? Balor is gone. Joe with the elimination. We're down to our final two. No, Ian, I was just saying how much we missed you not being around. Yeah, I really missed your I missed your company, mate. Samoa Joe now staring down at Shinsuke Nakamura. Nice into the cross armbar. I don't even know who that one is, to be honest, because that's a different colour to all the other ones we've had so far. I don't know who that one is. That's a different it's a different account. Nice sit-out powerbomb by Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm not sure if you're saying hello to somebody, Ian, or if you're just making an admission, to be honest. Nice submission, nice clothesline there. Shinsuke into the pin. That's not even a clothesline, was it? It was a back suplex. Reverse exploder. I just can't talk. You guys in chat have just thrown me off so much right now. My brain not work too good like it used to again. See? I can't even talk. Right, Jay's going to get sacked from NXT UK twice then. Nice knees right in the face by Shinsuke. And there's the Shinkasa, or the Kinshasa, one of those things. Boom, and Shinsuke Nakamura gets the win. Shinsuke Nakamura gets the win over Samoa Joe. Right. So that does mean, in the grand scheme of things, that Shinsuke is going on to face off against Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship at TakeOver in the main event of the evening. Johnny Gargano. There we go. Oh, I did that wrong, didn't I? Yellow NXT Championship. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Main event for TakeOver sorted now. That's going to be a cracker, that is. Gargano versus Nakamura. Sounds good to me. Shabby, Jeff Cobb and Perry Saturn have a threesome. Okay, that's another interesting name. I don't know where you guys are coming from out of the woodwork. Well, there we go then. What did you think? Who do you think wins? Night one, are you looking at NXT? You're looking at AEW, or is it pretty close? I think it's pretty close, to be honest. I mean, both shows had great potential. Neither of them really came out massively on top, I wouldn't say. But I think both shows did show good potential. I think moving forward now, if they can build on tonight, it's going to be pretty good. Oh, I'm scared of lofts, mate. They scare me. I think it's been a pretty even night, to be honest. NXT might have just pipped it. AEW had a couple of disappointing matches. The one thing that really hurt NXT was that Ricochet versus Andrade match, to be honest. But of course, we can build upon that next week in the Extreme Rules match. Extreme Rules. So we can build upon that Andrade versus Ricochet. So it might have been a weakness this week, but maybe we can build upon it next week to get something better out of it. So it could be pretty good, really. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. They came out on top, just about. Now, New Generation is still there. Stalking around in the doldrums. It looks like it's been pretty even. I think it looks like NXT might have taken a slight lead tonight by the looks of it. A slight lead. Like I said, I think that match between Andrade and Ricochet really damaged the ratings for NXT. But like I say, they can build upon it next week. Hopefully use their weakness to become their strength, like I said. So if you want to throw some more suggestions into Discord, I'll continue building. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to... I won't be able to stream tomorrow, actually. I know that for a fact, actually. So we'll be streaming this again on Wednesday with one more episode of AEW, one more episode of NXT. I've got a pretty free weekend this weekend, so my anticipation is to finish all this off by either Saturday or Sunday. That's my plan for this weekend. So yeah, we've got a good few streams to come this week. Yeah, like I said, drop all your ideas over on Discord. And I think I'll have to see you soon then, because I need to go to bed. Plus my phone's ringing as well. So I bid you all farewell. Thank you for a good stream. Thank you for all the likes and several dislikes, which apparently none of you did. But yeah, I shall see you all very, very soon. Good night, goodbye. Loves and kisses.